Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Undertale and Deltarune Winter Newsletter for 2024. Now, everyone was really focused on the Valentines and the hype of this newsletter coming out, but there's one last thing that I wanted to go over in this video, and that is the special newsletter spotlight and interview with none other than Gigi themselves. This issue, we've got a special interview with a special friend, Gigi. Gigi has been helping me with concept art since Undertale. They're an amazing artist with an unparalleled sense for color and fashion. Their most prominent work shown so far has been the Dark World costumes of Chris and Susie, and the background concept art for Chapter 2. But they've contributed many designs for the next chapters as well, so look forward to it. Anyway, on to the interview. And with that, yeah, let's not waste any time. That's some beautiful Undyne art that I found out was made by them last time. Now let's look at the actual interview. So, interview, Gigi. So I'm not exactly sure what this art is, but I know Toby mentioned in this newsletter Soul of Sovereignty, a game that Gigi has been working on that they finally came out with the first part of. And yeah, so either this is Gigi or this is like some character from Soul of Sovereignty. I'm thinking the latter, because I think they almost look slightly familiar from the itch.io page, but yeah, go play Soul of Sovereignty if you're 18 and up. I believe it's 18 and up. But go and play it if you want. But let's get on with the interview. It's a beautiful Rousey art, and you're sharing a flower. Alright, Toby. We met back on Twitter when I was just a musical rando making tweets at you. I really looked up to you back then. Okay, maybe I still do a little now too. What was your impression of me though? Gigi, please allow me to recount a memory of the first time I exhibited at a convention. When I was walking toward the event hall, you happened to be nearby, talking with some friends about which artists you were looking forward to meeting. Because you knew I was in earshot, you shouted, "I'm really excited to see Gigi!" This being the first time we met in person, I thought, it's that guy. Anyway, I mean all of this to say that I thought you were weird. I was also weird, so it makes sense that we got along. My earliest memories of you are as an energetic and fearless little dog. I swear, Toby's creation of Undertale was just him going around and collecting little gremlins to help him make the thing. Yeah, Gigi's been this is the difference between Gigi and the Deltarune devs interview. Gigi's a lot closer to Temmie in that, like, they've known Toby for a long time, and they're also like just amazing artists, obviously, but yeah, they've known Toby for a long time. And while they're not like an official developer, like they are credited, but they only made like concept stuff from Undertale, that's still a fact that they were there along with Toby. Many people don't remember, but Undertale was initially released as a demo back in 2012. The demo only contained the ruins area, but what was your impression of Undertale from it? I was shocked that you made it. Of course, I don't mean this in a disparaging way. I knew you were talented, but the thought of basically one person making such a coherent game was staggering to me. Before I met you and other developer friends, I had never considered that just making a video game, let alone a good one, was something people could do on their own. It was amazing. That is true. Toby, like, really pushed the indie game industry. Like, there were indie games before then, of course, but he kind of made it indie games mainstream, you know? As for the content of the demo, I'm not sure if I ever told you this, but when I first played, I killed Torio, and the hint to try for a different outcome went completely over my head. It was only after I watched a mutual friend play that I got it, which pushed my impression from pretty impressed to shocked. Like, I can spare monsters. Yeah, I think that's, especially if you actually went into Undertale blind, I think that's like a big revelation for some people, just how much your choices matter. By the way, thanks for doing this promotional art for me that I put on Steam. It was my pleasure. I'm still fond of it, though I think I could do the foreshortening better now. I don't think... I have no idea what foreshortening is, shows my skill as a artist, but yeah. So yeah, that is their art then. That's crazy. I always thought this was fan-made. I really did. It's awesome art. You're one of the playtesters of Undertale, so you were able to play the final game before it released. How did you feel about the completed game? And what did you think would happen when it released? I was already shocked by the demos. The actual completion of the entire game was a bigger shock, though it feels almost cliche to say I've never played anything like it before. I can't pretend to have predicted just how influential it would become, but I truly felt at the time that it was a remarkable achievement. I also clearly remember that when you asked me if I found anything in the game to be annoying, I answered without hesitation, Onion-san. I think like, despite the fact that Onion-san is in both Undertale and Deltarune, I feel like everyone forgets about Onion-san or Onion-san. Toby, there's a period of time you shipped Sans and Torio, observing. Ooh, we got a Sorio shipper. I was a big Sorio shipper back in the day, and I still think it works out, but Gigi, I don't understand why this isn't past tense. Hey, based. Based. Toby is very aware of Soriel then. And I think people have like used a lot of Toby's old tweets to like push the idea that Sans is asexual. Like I think Toby made a mention that Sans' one and only true love is ketchup, and he also said that Sans is too lazy for love. And I do think it's very valid to think that Sans is arrow ace, but I also don't think it's the only interpretation. And I think this pretty much confirms that shipping Soriel is perfectly okay with Toby, considering one of his best friends is shipping it. So Toby, I still have memories of showing you and Chess a dramatic battle from Undertale in a hotel room. In a hotel. What were you doing back then, Toby? I remember it was the first time I had shown the battle to anyone else. Yes, hey, I'm in town, in a hotel. Hey, can you guys come in and let me show you the game? Look at the boss battle. It's, I mean, this is also the guy that apparently live performs the new stuff, all the story of Doutrune to his developers. So yeah, I can see this happening. I remember it was the first time I had shown the battle to anyone. Wasn't that the battle with Sans? Toby doesn't even remember. Do you guys remember this? Also, I will include Chess for this question. Chess, come here. Just grabs him. See, he's just grabbing gremlins out of nowhere. He just grabs Chess off the street. I think some memories might be blending together here. I do remember when you showed me the Undyne the Undying battle in a hotel hallway. In a hallway? Having to quickly flip down your laptop whenever someone stopped to talk. I also remember when you showed Chess and me the early parts of Doutrune the night before we went to Korea. Korea? Toby, what were you doing back then? But my most vivid memory of the Sans fight is playtesting it on my own. I believe the battle was toned down a bit to accommodate me. Chess, being much better at games than I am, had to do it the real way. The battle was toned down a bit, so was this like toned down finally, or did Toby just make an easier version for Gigi? Because the idea that the Sans fight could be harder, I think it's like at the perfect difficulty right now. The idea that it could be harder is actually kind of cool. Yeah, it probably did have a lot of balancing. Tangentially, I remember a few moments during my initial playthrough when I would message you for insight on how to proceed. You'd always get really intense and respond along the lines of, "It's your choice." I felt slightly like a horror movie protagonist. To be fair, if I was Toby, like, I'm with this with media I didn't even create. Obviously, I haven't made a game before. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna give you a tutorial. Do it yourself. It's yours. It's your journey. And Chess. I somehow don't remember this at all? I'm pretty sure my first time seeing the Sans fight was on my own playthrough. I do at least have a memory of being the first playtester to defeat Sans, but it's been long enough that I can't be certain of whether that's true or not. I do remember being shown some mid-development Undertale stuff in a hotel room, but the thing I remember seeing wasn't Sans. It was a debug demonstration of a random attack where you have to maneuver around beneath a creature with very long legs. That's Temmie, right? Temmie's long leg attack with the weird rubber banding. I remember thinking it was really fun. Actually, didn't you tell me much later that this attack was gonna be its own standalone minigame or something? I remember you had really lofty ambitions for it. The Legend of Leg. Toby, I will talk about Leg in a different episode. Oh god. Next time on Toby Ball Z, we will learn about the leg. So, okay, apparently the Temmie leg attack was gonna have its whole thing, or maybe this is something different. Also, I did mention how, like, Gigi being one of the original helpers for Undertale is sort of different than the Doutrune devs interview, but I believe Chess was also in the Doutrune devs interview, and yes, they also were one of the older friends of Toby. Toby, not a question, but originally I made a fan song for your character Noise Master from your old comic Cucumber Quest. Wait, Cucumber Quest was made by Gigi? Oh, I never knew that. Wait, that makes so much sense now why the Noise Master theme is like so well known. Okay, I understand now. Noise Master from your old comic Cucumber Quest. I was big into making music for webcomics back then. Homestuck. This ended up being the partially remade and repurposed as Metaton's theme. Yeah, this is... Yeah, here we go. God, I love this theme. It's so smooth. I want Toby to bring back this style of jazz. He brought it back in Sneaking. I want more of that jazz in Chapter 3. We haven't had enough from him. The closest we got to was like the ska and Dummy. You can find this on YouTube already, by the way. Yeah, so that's the part that's used in Metaton's theme and like Metal Crusher, Death by Glamour, and the one that plays when the stage lifts up last episode. So yeah, it's very cool that I mean, Toby's very good at repurposing his themes, obviously. I really want more of that jazz. But yeah, this is uploaded on YouTube if you want to go listen to the full thing. I mean, either look at the interview yourself or go find it on YouTube. It's great. Thank you for inspiring me. Also, do you remember this art? Ooh. Cool Metaton art. Yeah, I don't know whose signature that is, but I think Gigi made it then? Like I'm on the speaker. It has the similar colors to like Gigi's comic, Cucumber Quest. Very nice. Gigi, again, it was my pleasure. I was so thrilled by the Noisemaster theme when I first heard it that I listened to it on repeat for days. And yes, of course I remember. It was a very self-indulgent drawing. Nice. I remember back when the game came out, you were instrumental in initially spreading the word about it. You let me take out a banner ad on your webcomic that stayed up there for months. Aw, that's cute. Even though Twitter existed back then, the internet was quite a bit smaller, so I felt like it probably made a little bit of difference. I really appreciated that. We even put an Undertale reference directly in the comic by including a scene where one of the characters wears slippers of Toriel's face. Is that where the Toriel face slippers came from? Which are now 7 years later actually becoming merchandise, as well as sort of appearing in Doutrune themselves. Sort of appearing in Doutrune themselves? Is that just Toriel's outfit, the nightgown, or are we actually gonna see Toriel slippers? Is this foreshadowing for Chapter 3? And yeah, I believe those are like, yeah, teased about in the newsletter, so I'm assuming Toby was like, if you read the interview, you'd know why these were here then. Yes, they are real. Put Toriel on your feet, now. I never forgot those slippers. Fangamer, if you're reading this, please send me and Gigi free slippers, and also Chess and also Temmie. Nice. Looking back, the idea of a banner ad for Undertale on a piddly little webcomic like mine is absurd. The internet really has changed so much in only a few years. At the time, I was just proud of my friend and wanted to show off the game he'd worked so hard on. I would certainly appreciate a pair of those slippers though. Nice. Oh, is this the reference? This is the Noisemaster. This is Cucumber Quest, right? I haven't fully read Cucumber Quest. I've only seen bits of it. This is protagonist, I guess, waking up. Yeah, one of the characters, and there's the Toriel slippers. Toriel slippers. Look at them. So cute. Not a question again, but hey guys, Gigi also drew this poster, the Metaton poster. Nice. Oh, they drew this art too? Because this is old art too, right? Nice. With all this classic art that I thought was just like staples of the fan-made art. No, it was just Gigi making it. Gigi, why are you so good? Oh, the Metaton poster. It was fun adapting a tiny pixel asset into a complete illustration. It reminded me of when I used to redraw the covers from Neopet's book as a kid. I barrel ahead to my next point without giving readers a chance to ask any questions. The Neopets book? I didn't even know they had Neopets books. Come to think of it, you should have commissioned a full illustration of that big baby poster from Metaton's room. I would have hung that on my wall. I mean, you can still draw it, Gigi. Big baby. Is this ever in game? Is this in Metaton's room? I completely forget. I guess so. Who's your favorite character from Doutrune? Susie. I'm also very fond of Noelle and Rousey. Fair, fair. Who's your least favorite character from Doutrune? You mentioned once on the live stream that one of your friends reacted so negatively to Rule's card that you thought he would be widely hated. I was the friend. Fair enough. You know what? I too am a fellow Rule's card hater. He is such a guy failure. Good on you, Gigi. You are so based. Oh, and I don't think I've seen this before. I think I've seen something similar, but not exactly this. I think, I guess this is more concept art from Gigi? I guess this would be the entrance room to Queen's Mansion. I guess the robot statue was a lot shorter then. I like how it's got like, I like how Queen's got the glass in one hand. I think that's as normal, but then some like a planet or something in the other hand. That's cool. Is there a piece of art that you've made for Undertale Doutrune that really sticks out to you or that you're particularly proud of? The work I'm most proud of is all in Chapter 3. I lost count of how many times I was told, this looks too good, when I turned in a piece of concept art. Of what's been shown already, I look back most fondly on my art for Chapter 2 Cyber City. I'm also very happy every time I get to put the main characters in new outfits. Nice. I wonder if that's the reason for the costume acts in Chapter 2, and apparently that are going to be in Chapter 3 as well. Gigi just likes making costumes for them. And yeah, ooh, cool concept art. I definitely think Chapter 2 City is like a step up even from Doutrune Chapter 1 in terms of area design. And I guess Gigi was instrumental to that. Also, little baby Chris. Look at him. These are the alleyway and the walking cars. Oh boy, they were cursed even back then. I just love the color palette for the ads. It looks so good. Oh, and then the acid river, I guess. I guess that was supposed to be more combined with the dining table. Oh man, we never got the queen statue with the keyboard. I guess we got some other queen statues in the giant one as well, but... Oh, is that a swatchling? I assume so. It appears to be bald. I also like the memory chip, the data board, like etchings on the walls. That's cool. Gigi drew the concept art for Chapter 3 pretty early on, so as the chapter evolved, sadly, many of the actual in-game assets ended up deviating from their concepts. We'll definitely show their concept art after the chapter is released, though. And I guess this is something they're allowed to show. TV time! Ooh, balloons and stuff. So I guess this is gonna be wildly different from what's in Chapter 3, but it does look cool. I like the TV screen. Are these characters or like just assets? And again, we have that same baby Chris. Look at them. Oh, and Cowboy Chris and Susie. Nice. I like Susie. I like buff Susie with the big vest. Oh, and Chris has like a... Oh, Susie has a star, and Chris has like a heart as the belt buckle. Nice. Oh, and Susie's got a revolver too. What are you most excited to see in Deltarune? Your live script readings were mentioned in a previous Deltarune team interview, I believe. Well, you read through the story outline for me and a few others some time ago. I think I was pretty quiet through most of it, but at one particular moment made me roar, yeah! Like I'd been possessed by a demon. So probably that moment. Okay, well now I want to know what that moment is. You can't just tease that. Okay, if there's a moment, like when I stream the coming chapters, if there's a moment I just scream out, yeah, like that's got to be the moment. Anything else you'd like to share with the class? Apparently we're the class. Hi everyone watching. Welcome to Toby's Game Making 101. I don't know. That can't even be a joke because I am at a college that has a game making course. So, any memories of us? Anything about my games during development, after development, etc. Except for the one time we went to Korea. We can't. They went to Korea. Why did they? They had a Korea trip. Okay, I guess they're gonna explain on this. Gigi. Cheese bong. Cheese bong is a Korean fish sausage snack. Cheese bong. Actually, I do have a story about the Korea trip. On our last night there, we all stayed in the super traditional inn, sleeping mats on the floor and all, but we ended up ordering pizza for dinner. Nice. Anyway, at one point, the conversation turned to music production. I remember crowding around your laptop on the little table in the communal area, watching you give a Macchioli addled. What does that mean? Okay, apparently Macchioli is a Korean alcohol. It's kind of like a milky alcohol. Giving a Macchioli-addled demo of how you arranged Megalovania in FO Studio. I was too embarrassed to say so at the time, but I'd always wanted to try my hand at making music of my own. Somehow, that demo was the first time in my life that music felt like something approachable to me, so I look back on it fondly. Thanks for that. Thanks, Gigi! Ooh! Okay, this has got to be another character from Soul of Sovereignty. I guess also sort of an actress, clown person, and along with Jevil being a gremlin. Look at them. This is so cute. I love it. Okay, so the interview wasn't too long, but it was nice. It was a really nice interview. It's nice learning about all of the people that helped make Undertale a possibility. Like, I love the Deltarune dev interview, but it's even more interesting to me to see how much help Toby really had, even if he, quote-unquote made Undertale by himself. He still had a lot of people supporting him and, like, sharing with it, and I think that's really nice. But yeah. Thanks, everyone, for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed the interview with Gigi, and I hope you enjoyed my commentary. And I'll see you next time, whenever the next newsletter releases, because apparently this is my life now. See you later.